what's up, everybody? Welcome to Mock Draft Monday 2.0 7-round mock draft. If you missed my last one, go back and check that at the end of the video. Here we go.
The NFL draft is now officially open.
Jaycee Horn, cornerback out of South Carolina, 6'1", 205. Cowboys have a high need here. If you were to start the season now, you're starting Trayvon Diggs and Anthony Brown, and I'm not about that. All right, so in this mock draft, the usual suspects were not available, so I went with the best defender here, Jaycee Horn. All right, brings a physicality and an edge to this defense that is in desperate need of that. You know, we've all been talking about that all off season. He brings it, and pair him up with Trayvon Diggs, and you're going to go to work. You're going to get this defense back in the right direction, because right now it's going in the wrong direction. You can't ignore the defense anymore. You do need a top tier cornerback, and Jaycee Horn fits that bill. Baron Browning, linebacker out of Ohio State, 6'3", 245. Cowboys have high interest here in these Ohio State players, whether it's Baron Browning, Pete Warner, or Tommy TOGIAI. So right here, I took him. Cowboys have a big need. He plays a ferocious style of football. You can really play him at the mic. You can play him at the wheel. You can play him at the Sam. He's pretty versatile. Same for Pete Warner. So I love what he brings to the table. It's a big need for the Cowboys. They didn't add anybody really in free agency. So Baron Browning, the future at the linebacker core. Let's get him in here and let's go to work, and let's continue to fix this defense because it needs it badly. In the third round, we're going with Dayo Odeyingbo, defensive end out of Vanderbilt, 6'5", 285 pounds, has the wingspan forever. It's a condor length, and he's got the biggest wingspan, can play really well on the inside, can play the run well, and tackles for loss guy. You know, he gets into the backfield. He's got a really good inside move. I think that's really his best pass rush move, is the inside move. Now, coming off the edge, that sort of thing, not so much, but right here in the third round, this is the, and how far the defensive end's going to stretch in this draft. I don't think the edge class is very deep at all. So if you're going to grab somebody, it needs to go within the first 3 rounds, and right here in the third round, Dayo Odeyingbo fits that bill. Let's see how he can fit to the Cowboys scheme. I think he'll be a good fit for the Cowboys. Let's go to the next pick. In the third round comp pick, we're going to go with Tommy TOGIAI, defensive tackle out of Ohio State, 6'2", 296 pounds. Pretty hefty player, and comes with a lot of power. He did 40 bench presses at his pro day, and you see that on tape. He's able to really push and collapse the pocket, get into the backfield, and he's a menace. He has a nonstop motor. He's going to chase down the running backs. He's going to bust up plays in the backfield, and he still has more to go. I think he's a high ceiling guy. So you get him here in the third round. Cowboys need another body here at defensive tackle, so they're probably going to go early here. He could go earlier in the third round. I'm taking him here at the end of the third, but I could see him going even as high as the second round. So somebody to keep an eye on. Cowboys have interest, like I said. Dan Quinn, Mike McCarthy were at the Ohio State Pro Day. High interest here and a big need. You need more bodies in there. We did add some players in free agency, but by no means does that stop the team from drafting another defensive tackle to help this run defense. We were too leaky last year, and throwing in another body like this can only help the defense. Let's go to the next pick. In the fourth round, I'm going with AMBRY Thomas, cornerback, Michigan, 6', 191. Okay, so he was an opt-out in 2020, but had an outstanding rising 2019 season with 3 interceptions. So very sound, fundamental player, has pretty good technique, very tough, what I can see, can play the run defense, he's not afraid to get in the scrum, and can track the ball well. So I like that. I think this is a player with a high ceiling who can eventually start for you. Now, as you know, Trayvon Diggs has had some foot injuries in college, and again here in the pros. His brother also dealing with foot injuries. There could be something there with the Diggs brothers' feet. So I'm just saying, this would be a good draft to double dip at cornerback. We got Horn in the first. You get another one here for insurance policies. Okay, this is an insurance policy selection for your outside corners, but somebody that can also compete for that nickel position and give you some depth there as well. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about AMBRY Thomas, cornerback out of Michigan. Let's go to the next pick. Tyree Gillespie, safety out of Missouri, 6', 207 pounds. So this player is not being talked about enough. This could be Dan Quinn's camp champ. So that's right, I said it, I mean it. That's how he plays. This guy brings the heat, he brings the pain, and he has speed. Had an outstanding pro day. I think it's just a good fit for the Cowboys. And if you get him here, that's why I dropped the boom. You get him here in the fourth round, put him in the mix. Somebody that can take over, and he might even see some playing time. You know, I'm not sold on Kazee coming back from that Achilles injury. He's probably going to play, might start out on PUP. We don't know for sure. Outside of that, you know, you have Darian Thompson and some other guys in there. I'd rather go with a player like Tariq Gillespie, somebody that the Cowboys and Dan Quinn would be a great fit. So he's the pick here. Let's go to the next one. Round 5, I'm going to go with wide receiver Frank Darby out of Arizona State. 6 foot, 201 pounds. I'm starting to like this player, and I could see him going earlier than the 5th. Take a look at this.
Feel good, fellas. Let's get it, man. Set the tone.
Yeah, I like to see that. I like to see these types of players that are about the team, about making their teammates better. I mean, this player, you know, when I look at his measurables and when I look on tape, all the plays that he's made, he stands out to me. And he comes from a good program there at Arizona State. So I have him as a comp, as a James Jones type of player build, something that Mike McCarthy would like the traits in and can fold them into this offensive weaponry that we're going to have this offseason. And, you know, somebody that can slide in to a higher role in the offense in year 2, because Michael Gallup probably will not come back after next year. You know, the Marcus, he's going to get paid pretty well, I'm pretty sure, and the Cowboys are not going to pay him. So expect a wide receiver in this draft somewhere. Like I said, Frank Darby, I have him here at 5, but I kind of feel like somebody's going to like him enough to draft him earlier, and it might be the Cowboys. They might take him earlier. They might use him with a 3rd comp, 4th comp, but the 5th might be the sweet spot. Keep an eye on Frank Darby. Go check him out if you haven't already. Let's get to the next pick. If the Cowboys don't address offensive line early, they feel good about what they have on the roster. That being said, in this mock draft, we're kind of going with that notion. So we're going to throw another body into the mix with Alaric Jackson out of Iowa. 6'5", 321 pounds, very raw player, somebody that you can develop. You know, he can go anywhere from the 6th to a priority free agent. So here in the 6th round, we're going to go with Alaric Jackson. He has the measurables, the size, weight, and he just needs to work on a couple of things here. So I like what I see, the potential. There is some room for improvement. Cowboys could throw him into the mix there. Let's go to the next pick. Tight end John Bates out of Boise State, 6'5", 250 pounds. For me, this is going to be like a Jeff Swain 2.0 type of tight end. He is more of a blocker, but he can make some passes. His route running is very average, you know, but that's what you're getting this late in the draft. But you want to throw him in the mix here with our tight ends. Cowboys probably will come away with a tight end in this draft somewhere. So addressing it here, throwing him into the mix. Let's see what he can bring to the table. In round 7, we're going with Tommy KRAEMER, offensive guard out of Notre Dame, 6'5", 309 pounds. Played some offensive tackle for Notre Dame there. Moved inside to guard, so that's where he projects at the NFL level. I like him more as a guard. He can get in there and scrap with you. You know, a little sluggish, a little slow out off the snap, but I think there's some things here that he could work on. And I think you got a good coach here in Dallas with Joe Philbin, someone that you're going to be able to improve. We saw what he did with Terrence Steele, right? So Cowboys may draft, you know, some offensive linemen here, like we did here with Alaric Jackson, someone with a Tommy KRAEMER. See if you can get that Joe Philbin magic and you know, raise their game up and see what you can get out of them. All right, but that's it for this mock draft, guys. Let me know what you guys think. As usual, guys, continue to like, subscribe, and share, and give me your mock draft in the bottom there. I like to read those in the comments, and I'll see you guys for the next mock draft Monday. Peace, everybody.